Okay, so it looks like the battery might be working. So, or the audio is working. Yay! So we can go and do some stuff. I hope. Now, you know what would suck? If now that I've determined the audio is working, although somehow I was putting in a dead battery because I'm an idiot. Somehow that I get there only to find out now that I'm recording again, the audio is not working, which, you know, that would just be so me. Yeah, that would, like I said, that would just be me. That would be 100% something that would happen to me. So, since we seem to have good audio, I think we'll talk about, I think we'll go ahead and talk more about Sturgis. Last week I had tried to film this, but it didn't work because the audio didn't work. And we'll talk about the vendors, namely the 3 primary places you're going to see people. Now, there are some exceptions. You know, there'll be various vendors and stuff all throughout the area, everywhere. But primarily vendors are either going to be in downtown or they will be in and around Black Hills Harley-Davidson in Rapid City. Now that said, you're going to have demo trucks. There'll be demo trucks basically everywhere. Woo, the M8 Scoot. There'll be demo trucks pretty much. We've got another Pressel running for office. Jesus Christ. There'll be, you know, vendors. Let's start with downtown. Primarily, who will be downtown? Okay, that's good. I hope. Primarily downtown, you're going to see J&P Cycles around there. Pretty much everybody you can think of that's in Revzilla, Cycle Gear, all those places. They'll be in and around there. So you're going to have Memphis Shades is normally there. Arlen Ness is there. Actually, Arlen Ness might have tents in both places. Saddleman will have 2 tents. They'll have something in Sturgis at J&P, and they'll also have their big tent will be at Black Hills Harley. Wild Ass Seats will be there. The suspension places, you'll have some that'll be at Black Hills Harley. You'll have some that'll be at over at J&P. I forget who's where. Like Olin's will be somewhere, Fox will be somewhere else, and they're all over the place. It's not a big deal. Just you know, as we get closer and closer, just look at Black Hills map, and if you don't see a vendor you like, just because Black Hills tends to have a better map. Nothing against J&P in the city of Sturgis, town of Sturgis, whatever. It's just the map for Black Hills Harley just tends to be better. They tend to know what's going on more than does yeah. Not judging. It's just that's what happens. Actually, if you look at the maps from last year, you can bet pretty close. It'll be pretty close. You know, it'll be close enough. So, but yeah, that's pretty much, you know, that's who's going to be there. In the main lot at Black Hills Harley, like I said, you're going to have, generally speaking, there'll be plenty of tire people. There'll be plenty of wheels. Plus, Coastal Moto, was that the guys who normally do a set of wheels and tires for like, I want to say like $1,500 for front and rear wheels and tires, something like that. Something like that. I forget. Maybe it was a that. I don't know. But yeah, so there'll be somebody like that. There'll be you'll have Saddleman will have a tent there. Mustang will have. I think Mustang was in downtown. I think that they were in Champaign. I might be wrong, but I thought they were. Clockworks is there, although Clockworks doesn't normally get there until the Friday of the rally. And in fact, if you're coming in on Thursday and you stop in through Mitchell, they normally have a big shindig at their place in Mitchell. So I mean, if you're going that way, check it out. You've got other people there. You've got Vance and Hines. S&S will be downtown, will be at Black Hills Harley. Who else? Like I said, suspension people. Trask is normally there, so if you want a turbo or you want the vented top cover for your M8, that'll be there. Recluse clutches, I believe, is normally at Black Hills Harley, so if you want a new clutch for your bike, that's an option. You've got Advent Black is there. I'll probably be at their tent for a little bit and say hi to everybody and bullshit, and yeah. I might even plan on getting a new tour pack again and the new rack and everything else. Yeah, nice rack. Yeah. The big P&A truck will be there, of course, so anything genuine you want, it'll be there. I'm trying to think, is there anybody else really downtown at the main Black Hills lot? I don't think so. You'll have other people that'll be there too. Nice people, patch people. Patch people will be everywhere. So, if you want patches, if you want rally patches, you want military patches, they're everywhere. You'll find them. Don't worry about it. You can find places to get canvas and leather vests everywhere. Just kind of a little tip from somebody who's been around the block, like farmers that knows a thing or two because he's seen a thing or two. If you're not in a club, don't go setting up your vest or jacket to look like you're in a club. Rally patches are fine. The I rolled mine patches, as long as you rode, are fine. Nobody's going to say a word about those. What else is there? If you've got a nickname that you want to try to get a patch for on your which side? It's the right side or left side? Yeah, everybody's different. I thought the American flag goes on the right side. If you're going to have a American flag, I believe it goes on the right side. I might be wrong. I don't know. State flag underneath, it's okay. Don't worry about that. Just don't go trying to claim like it's your territory. Although state flag, that's more of a southern thing. Like, a lot of people know what various state flags of the South look like. The northern state flags, very few people do. With a few exceptions. Ohio's a good example just because it's weird. Because of the shape of it. It's weird. But yeah, so just like I said, don't go try to play like you're in a club just because you're wearing a leather jacket or vest or canvas vest or whatever. No, you're not. Don't pretend to be something you're not. Because, by the way, yes, red and white will be there, black and white will be there. Other clubs that you may have heard of will have people there. I believe red and white is the dominant in that area. So, but they pretty much like than anything else. And I had. And he said, "Nah, man, you're cool." And no issues, absolutely no. And even I got a couple of kudos from their from some of his compatriots, if you will. Just because, respectful question, made sure he had enough room to get out. He said he did. Okay, I went in and did my business. We'll let him go. But yeah, so that's what's going on there. As for across the street at the vendor park that's across the street from the main part of Black Hills Harley, normally the big one I think of that's there is the fairing exchange. So painted to match inner fairings, in addition to, is it Hawk Tunes stereos, I believe, custom dynamics lights, Dakota digital gauges, actually that's where I got that from. That's where I got that from. Just let him go. I'm not the kind of guy who's going to hold him up. It's like, yeah, I'm just doing my thing, and he can go and do his thing, and I'm just enjoying the day. As for other people that are there, there's a couple of trailer places that are there. I know the demo truck, the main one, is over in the vendor park. So that's normally where all your demo rides for Harley are going to be at. Whoops. Just in my own little world. The demo truck's there, so that's where most of your demo rides are going to start and end at. Last year they had a little different demo loop than they used to because there was something going on at another one of these shorty ball mounts or something like that. Or to see if they got any of these arms that have another, I don't know. Like I said, we'll play it by ear, and this is all testing. We're just trying to figure out where I want stuff, and yeah. Demo trucks, Harley will have at least 3. They might even have 4. They'd have one in Sturgis, they have one in Rapid, they have one in Deadwood. They might have one like at Hill City. I can't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember. Unfortunately. One thing I do want to play with is trying to work on trying to blur stuff out. So that's one thing I'm going to have to play with a little bit, trying to figure out how to do that. Yeah, we'll figure all that out. Figure it out. I mean, like I said, that's why I'm playing with this now. I got 4 full months damn near to figure this out. See, when they said they had all this AI technology, I was kind of hoping, you know, that would be a huge help. But it's probably just figuring it out myself. But as for, is there anything else really I need to talk about when it comes to vendors? I don't think so. If there's any vendors you like, check their Facebook page, like maybe a week before the rally. I'm sure they're going to put up, you know, as we get in the beginning of August, exactly where they're going to be. Primarily, like I said, the majority of vendors are either downtown, just west of where all the bars are, or they are over somewhere around Black Hills Harley. And there'll be a few that are in other spots, but for the most part, they're all in that general vicinity. I might put up a map of the vendors that, and I might go into it more in depth as we get maybe a week away from the rally, or even when I'm on the way there one night. I might just sit down and go through, either when I'm down in Indianapolis for a football clinic and I'm going down there, or if I'm on the way there one night and I stop at my normal campsite and I go ahead and pull up and say, here's where I'll be on this night, this night, this night, this night, this night. Come say hey. Yes, I am, by the way, staying back in the South 40 again this year, so any of y'all staying, get the chip. Find my rig, find the bike, and come say hey if I'm sitting out front. We'll have, to quote Dave Thomas from Strange View, we'll have a beer and we'll talk. I don't know if I want to go all the way down to Logansport or not. I might. I think Logansport's like, what, 30 miles from here? Something like that? I don't know. What is going on here? Weird, a tobacco shop. It's an old flippin' drive-in. Best hop in town. If you say so. Knox, they're uncancelable. They are still the Redskins. cool suds. Okay.